Good morning, Amazon. Good morning. Amazon. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's almost time.
Maybe you'd like to start the day with some festive tunes.
Nah, I'm good. Alright,
Just say, play winter holiday music.
Amazon. Give us our flash briefing. That's how I'm starting the day.
Jamie, here's your flash briefing. In NPR
I
News.
started the day feeding the chicken and
Live from
unthawing their water
NPR
with
News
hot
in
water.
Washington, I'm Windsor Johnston. Lawmakers in the House are gearing up to vote on legislation that would fund the government through next September. NPR's Jimena Bustillo reports the roughly $1.7 trillion measure cleared the Senate on Thursday.
Congressional movement to avert a government
Congratulations,
shutdown
you
is
passed a
now
bunch
coming
of
down to
stuff
the
that you
wire,
didn't
with
read.
the House expected to vote on a
Greatest
massive
crime
government
against
funding
our
package
citizens.
sometime today. Current government funding measures expire at midnight, and lawmakers in the House gathered this morning. But there's still a ways to go before the roughly $1.7 trillion package hits President Biden's desk. Members still have to debate the bill and then vote before heading out of town
They
for the
had time
holidays.
to read 4,000
In order to
pages.
prevent a shutdown tonight, the Senate passed another short-term continuing resolution to fund the government through December 30th. This is a safety net effort in the event that the bill can't get final congressional and presidential approval
And the truth
by
be told,
midnight.
it should.
Jimena Bustillo, NPR News,
Haven't you been
Washington.
able to read
With
it?
extreme cold battering much of the United States, ranchers near the Rocky Mountains are facing an extra challenge, making sure their cows
Some
are
people's
overfed
children, so to
enough
speak.
to stay warm. John Hooks of Montana Public Radio reports.
Ranchers in the Rocky Mountains are no strangers to adverse weather, but potentially record-low temperatures require an extra level of preparation. Hank
Don't they
Willemsma is a
always?
rancher in southwest Montana, where wind chills dipped to minus 30 overnight. He says the biggest
Ugh,
concern
that's
is
terrible.
making sure cows have enough to eat.
The biggest demand
And drink.
in their body is energy. They burn a lot of calories in this cold.
Cows can require up to 30% more feed per day in cold weather. The Montana Department of Livestock stresses the need for sheltered pastures and water supplies. For NPR News, I'm John Hooks in Butte, Montana.
The State Department is warning that the Taliban will pay a price if they don't reverse their decision to ban women from universities. Speaking to ABC News, UN Assistant Secretary General Anita Bhatia says Afghan women need the
All that
support
war,
of
what you
the
gonna do?
outside world.
Every time there is an egregious violation of rights like the one that has just happened, the international community wakes up. But we need
Sounds
to
to me
keep
like y'all just wanna
Afghanistan
start
and
another
Afghani
war.
women front and center all the time.
The Taliban made the announcement to ban women from universities this week,
Ukraine.
despite promises
You
to
want war
respect
again
the
in the
rights of
Taliban?
Afghan women. Over the past 16
Afghanistan,
months,
I mean.
the Taliban have banned women from using public spaces such as parks and gyms and have required head-to-toe coverings for women. Stocks are trading lower on Wall Street at this hour. The Dow is down 24 points, the Nasdaq down 60. This is NPR News.
Truth be told, the vice
At
president
least
or
3
somebody else
people
would
are
bring
dead
countries
after
to you
a
ain't.
gunman opened fire at a Kurdish cultural center in Paris today. Police say several others were wounded, including one person who was hospitalized in critical condition. A 69-year-old suspect who had been previously known to police has been taken into custody. Authorities are working to determine a motive behind the attack. Some travelers heading to India will soon have to prove they're testing negative for COVID-19 before traveling. NPR's Lauren Frere reports the country is stepping up screening amid a
But during and
coronavirus
after travel,
outbreak
you're
in
good.
neighboring China.
India has already restarted
Right.
random COVID tests for travelers on arrival from abroad. Now it's going one step further.
और आने
Random
वाले
test. Did you
एक
cough?
सप्ताह
Yeah,
में
you're in the test
Health
line.
Minister Mansukh Mandavia
It
told
doesn't
local
cough, no?
broadcaster
Oh, you're good?
News
Go ahead.
X that over the next week the government will decide on a list of countries from which travelers will have to show a negative coronavirus test before they can board a flight to India. For several months of 2020, India shut its borders altogether. After that, some travel restrictions, including testing and contact tracing, have persisted
India, where
until
they
just
have the
recently.
most
Now India is
slaves
restarting
in the
some of
modern
those
day
measures
world.
as it eyes a COVID outbreak in neighboring China. Lauren Fryer, NPR News, Mumbai.
Stocks continue to trade lower on Wall Street at this hour. The Dow was down 21 points, the S&P down 3. The
a
Nasdaq
lot of people
Composite
think
also
slavery's
trading
over.
lower, down 62
They don't even
points. You're listening to NPR News in Washington.
Hi, I'm Daniel Alarcon, host of NPR's Spanish language
Amazon.
podcast. But
Skip.
In NASA news, NASA has awarded a contract to Ulistas Solutions LLC of Huntsville, Alabama, to provide support for aircraft used across several NASA centers and programs.
What, are we just repeating the same news for months or what?
Media accreditation is now open for the launch of the 6th SpaceX commercial crew mission to the International Space Station for NASA.
Yeah, that sounds repeat too.
NASA will host a media teleconference at 11 a.m. EST on Thursday,
Well,
December
always hosts those.
22nd,
It
to
could be
discuss
repeat
the
though.
ongoing investigation of an external leak that occurred December 14th. From the Roscosmos Soyuz
they're doing a
MS-22
walk to fix
spacecraft
it.
docked to the
They're not-
Rosyet
now
module
they're
of the
discussing
International
the leak.
Space Station.
They already got people going to fix it.
NASA's
What are you
InSight
talking
mission has
about?
ended after more than 4 years
they
of collecting
discussing?
unique
Oh, yeah,
science on
They're
Mars.
doing a good job going out there to fix it. Yeah, they already got it fixed. and
NASA has
started.
selected Space
So what are we really
Exploration
doing in this meeting?
Technologies,
We're talking about
SpaceX, and
Christmas
Hawthorne,
bonuses.
California, to provide launch services for the Sentinel 6B mission. In weather. In Seattle, there's a winter storm warning in effect until Friday,
We got this
December
Christmas party
23rd,
coming up. That's
7
why we really
p.m.
called the meeting,
The
'cause
current
we already
weather
got
is
people
29
going to fix
degrees
that thing,
Fahrenheit
so
with
don't worry
ice.
about that.
Today's forecast
That's
has
what we're
cold
telling the
weather and
public.
freezing rain, with a high of 37 degrees and a low of 37 degrees. From NASA. NASA has awarded a contract to Ulistas Solutions LLC of Huntsville, Alabama, to provide support for aircraft used across several NASA centers and programs. Media accreditation is now open for the launch of the 6th SpaceX commercial crew mission to the International Space Station for NASA.
What are they discussing in this meeting?
NASA will host a media teleconference at 11 a.m. EST on Thursday, December 22nd, to discuss the ongoing
media.
investigation of an external
they're
leak that
discussing it
occurred
in
December
media.
14th. From the Roscosmos Soyuz
Well, you got people
MS-22
repairing it. Why don't we wait
spacecraft
for the
docked to the
repair site,
Rosyet module
then
of the
discuss it?
International Space Station.
Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know.
NASA's InSight
Amazon.
mission has ended after
Off. Just misheard the first time. Alright, Amazon. Tell us a joke.
Why do birds fly south for the winter? It takes too long to drive.
Not all birds do. Just saying. Not the ones that can't fly. Alright. Peace. Happy holidays. It's coming up soon. Hope y'all got your stuff in order.